started, what we're going to do first is we're going to boost our energy. We're going to boost our chakras with the angel frequency. This is a very high frequency tuning fork, okay? When we listen to a vibration, whether it be a literal vibration, it could be music, it could be somebody talking, it could be anything, our body tries to adapt and take on that vibration, especially if it's stronger, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the tuning fork to boost our vibration. Just all you have to do is listen to it, breathe, and it only lasts a few seconds, okay? So I'm going to show TikTok and Instagram. So if I'm going back and forth, that's what I'm doing, okay? Here we go. See, there we go. That's all we need for now. Which, yeah, she was great live. She did a great job. It was funny because I've never seen her live. But you always see her on TV performance and whatnot, and she doesn't hardly move because normally she's like sewn into her dress and things like that. Yeah, she doesn't move a whole lot, but she can sure as hell sing. It was great, and her dancers were amazing. She brought her kids out, and her kids performed. Yeah, so it was really cool. Maybe that'll help a little bit. There. Yeah, sorry, TikTok. I don't know. It's got some sort of like porcelain filter on there, and I don't know where that came from. I did not put that on there. When we see a lot of the same repeating numbers, is that relative to our core numerology? The repeating numbers will be significant to what's going on in your life. If it's like your life path number repeating, it can be because it's like, hey, you need to be on track with your life path mission, or the hair sticking up. It's going to be relative to whatever's going on in your life at that time. It's like, what are you thinking about? What are you doing? What is it trying to tell you? Is it trying to tell you take action? Is it trying to tell you to be more receptive? Is it trying to tell you to do the work and pay attention to the details? It's really going to depend on what's going on in your life at that time. Okay? So, all right, what we're going to do first is we're going to get our fairy blessing, and then we're going to start using the divination book, okay? Like I said, I will show you how to use it. You can find it on Amazon, and it's pretty awesome if I do say so myself. Okay. A little bunny. The rabbits had left for a while, and now they're back, and I love it. All right. What is our fairy blessing for this weekend? Focus on the deck. Ask the deck, what is our fairy blessing for this weekend? What is our fairy blessing for this weekend? A blessing from Queen Mab. Look at that. This is a blessing of personal power. We pull this one, I don't want to say often, but we've pulled it many times, okay? The blessing of Queen Mab is all about you taking your power back, standing in your power, knowing how powerful you are, right? So you're going to have this boost of energy this weekend of personal power. And so that's going to determine, again, what you're going through in your own personal situation. And it's number 30, I'm sorry. Yeah, number 39. I wanted to make sure because the font is kind of hard to read if y'all can see that. So it's number 39. Well, what is 3? 3 is communication and it's creation. What is 9? 9 is things coming to fruition, things coming to an end. It is also higher intelligence, and it's the humanitarian. So it's like creating scenarios that you are wanting to bring into your life or you're needing to move out of your life because you know it's part of the bigger picture. Does that make sense? Somebody on TikTok said, what's the phrase you use the most? Like, you should put on a t-shirt. And I think mine is going to be, does that make sense? I say that all the time. Good. I'm glad that helped. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to use the divination book. This is very simple. This is geared towards you taking your power back. So it's the same thing. It's called bibliomancy, okay? What that means is you open to a passage and that's your message for the day. So like Christians would open their Bible and see a passage that they felt like was meant for them. Or you can open a random book on your bookshelf. And that can be something that pertains to your life. It could be advice or it could be some insight, okay? This is pertaining to tarot. This has all of the tarot cards in it, direct and reverse, and I wrote this for you. This is not AI written. This is human written. So these messages are geared towards you taking your power back and understanding how the day may play out for you personally, okay? So what you do is you knock on it to cleanse off the energy. We want to break up the energy, okay? We want to put our palms on the book because you have energy centers in your palms. This is scientifically proven, okay? So put your palms on the book. You're going to start to feel them tingle because they're starting to connect. You can focus on this book as I'm talking right now, okay? Focus on the book and set your intention and say, what is our message for today, Friday? And just breathe. What is our message for today, Friday? And then what you're going to do is you're going to intuitively turn to a page. And we got the Two of Swords reversed. So here's your reading for today, Friday. It says, today you drew the Two of Swords reversed. One of two things is happening for you today, Goddess. One, emotions are getting the best of you about a decision that has to be or has been made. You've tried avoiding this to keep the peace, but it's brought you nothing but distress. It's time to look at the truth of the matter and choose a path. The other one is you've decided to open up to a conversation about something you had previously shielded yourself from. It takes real bravery to be vulnerable. Be proud of yourself. Either way, today is about choice, choosing to take control instead of avoiding what you fear. That is a goddess. So when we see the Two of Swords in tarot, the Two of Swords goes like this, right? They have the two swords in front of them and they are blocking everything off, right? So whenever it's direct, it would be like you are like halting communication. You don't want to make a decision. You're just kind of blocking everything off. And when it's reversed, the swords are opening up. You're allowing yourself to be open and to be vulnerable and to make the decision that you know is best for you. Because remember, you also have the blessing of your personal power. So this is all about you deciding which direction do you want to go? Which path are you going down? Is it going to be the same old, or is it going to be something new and fresh? Okay, the new and fresh could be scary. It could be difficult, but it's something that you know. Remember, it's number 39, something you know is right for you. Okay, because you're using your higher wisdom here. Got it? All right. So now, let me write that down. So don't forget. And y'all can do the same thing for yourself with this book, okay? You can find it on Amazon. It's linked in my bio. It's called Mystic Muses for the Modern Goddess, okay? All right, so let's connect again. Focus on the book as you're watching this. Ask the book, what is our message for Saturday? What is our message for this Saturday? And just breathe and slow your energy down and focus your intention on the book. What is our message for this Saturday? And then intuitively open to a page. Oh, you got the devil. Okay? Don't be afraid. Here's the reading about the devil. It says, girl, you better watch out because the devil is out to play today. No, there's no red guy with horns out to get you. The devil is the ego and the unconscious. You may encounter someone who is trying to manipulate or coerce you into doing something you know is not good for you. Don't fall for it. Stand strong and know that you are always in control of yourself. Speaking of controlling yourself, look at what consumes your mind and emotions. Are you obsessing over or addicted to toxic people or things? No good can come from any of it. It's time to cut yourself free and only you have the power to do this. The devil card likes to trick you into thinking you're stuck, but in reality, you have the power all along. You know this, goddess. Okay? So the devil is ruled by Capricorn. It can also signify that you have a lot of work to do tomorrow. Okay. And the work can be like literal work, or it can be you're going to have to like not participate in potential toxicity tomorrow. Okay. The toxicity could be people talking shit about one another, arguments. It could be escapism. Let's go get drunk. Let's go do this and this and that. It could be procrastination. It could be anything that delays progress, because the devil, the ego, wants to keep you in a space where you feel safe, but you're not actually safe. Does that make sense to you? Because the devil is the ego. The ego is like, no, we're going to just stay right here because I know I can control this. I understand what this is going to be like, and it's going to be the same thing every day. And this is my comfort zone, even though you're so uncomfortable. Okay? So don't allow yourself to fall into negative energy tomorrow, regardless of if it's yourself or another person. Okay? Because the devil makes you think that you're stuck, but you're not. That is your decision to step out. All right? Let's see. I got that one written down. Let me check my comments. I have to work a wedding tomorrow. Hopefully there's no drama. Well, it could be that you just have a lot of work, because, the devil is one of those cards where it's like, be careful what you ask for. Because again, it is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn can rule the patriarchy, it can rule your career and your public perception, or like how people perceive you, that kind of thing. So it could be you're just like working your ass off tomorrow. It could maybe also be like you have a bridezilla. Hopefully not, if I can speak. Oops, hang on. Yep, free will. Everybody has free will. I made decisions and connections yesterday that is allowing today to move forward. Good for you, Grace. Good. How do you know which frequency fork to use at different times? Different frequencies are attuned to different chakras. This one that I have, the angel frequency, is just a high vibrational one. So I have 3 of them. So I just intuitively picked the one that I'm going to use for the day. So yeah. Okay. Let's check our energy message for Sunday. Okay. Focus on the book. Slow your energy down and focus. Ask the book, what is our message for Sunday? What is our message for this Sunday? And then intuitively turn to a page. Ooh, that's at the beginning. Okay, we got the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Here's your reading. Feeling like you're all work and no pay. That could be, you working a lot tomorrow. Or maybe you're hoping someone else will swoop in and take care of you or those bills. Either way, let's get real. You're selling yourself short. Today's all about recognizing who the hell you are and where you're undervalued, or even undervaluing yourself. Whether it's that job that's more drain than gain, or that relationship where you've lost your sense of self, it's time to set some boundaries and know your worth. You've got the power to turn it all around. Don't wait for someone else to fill your cup. Do it yourself. You're a goddess, and it's about time you treated yourself like one. Recognize your worth and show it to the world. You deserve nothing less. So when the 9 of Pentacles is in reverse, when the 9 of Pentacles is direct, she's what we call the Lady of Leisure, right? She is so disciplined in what she does with her career, her health, all of the things that she's created her own abundance. Like she has created her bag, if you want to say that, okay? She's done it through discipline and hard work and continuous effort, okay? It does not happen overnight. This is something that she has been diligently manifesting for herself. When she's in reverse, she's expecting someone else to do it, or she's like putting herself at a disadvantage because she thinks that it happens for everybody else and not for her, okay? She could be, like when she's really toxic, she can be like the gold digger type. She can be the lazy person. She can be the one that's like, I want somebody to come in and rescue me. Okay? We're not doing that. This is your life. Your life is your responsibility. Your financial security is your responsibility. Your health is your responsibility. Okay? The way you carry yourself through life is your responsibility. Because when the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse, she also has like no real standards. Okay? Because she doesn't believe in herself. So when you believe in yourself, you start having standards, you start having boundaries, you start having commitment towards whatever it is that you're working towards. So on Sunday, you could have this experience of, I just don't want to do anything. I want somebody to come rescue me. Like I give up. Or, you're devaluing yourself like the reading said. Stop doing that. Okay? This is all about taking your personal power back. Don't ever let anybody convince you that you're weak, because you are not. Right? There was a video I saw on TikTok. You guys really need to watch out for this stuff. Hang on. There's this gal, and she's like talking about Western astrology is wrong. It's wrong, and like saying all they say. I didn't even watch the whole video. I went straight to the comments just to go see what people were saying, because they were like eating it up. And somebody was like, yeah, I don't agree with this. And her reply was, it pretty much, if you haven't had the sacred keys unlocked within yourself, then you're just not going to get it. Those of us that have had the sacred keys, or like have this special thing, get it. And I'm like, that is cult-like behavior. You need to be very careful with following people like that, or entrusting people like that. Okay? And that's like connected to the devil card on Saturday. Cult-like behavior. People that are like, I have all the answers. I'm special. I have the keys of knowledge. God only speaks to me. I am one of the chosen ones. Oh, you guys, we are all chosen. We are all special. We all have access to this information. Okay? This is why I love to teach you to do these things, so you can see just how much access you have. Okay? I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm a teacher, right? Because I don't want you relying on me. I don't want you putting me up on a pedestal. I don't want any of those things. I'm the one that's going to be like, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you that they're not the only ones that have this information. You have it too. Okay? So be very careful with things like that. You've heard people say that too? Yeah. Spiritual bypassing nonsense. Oh, I know. It's insane. And people were eating it up, and I'm like, what? Cult, you guys. Cult-like behavior. Have y'all seen that documentary? I haven't finished it yet, or I haven't gotten to the past episode or two. It's called Breath of Fire. That's insane too. I'm sorry. If you're in a group and the person is telling you that they're going to change your name, that they speak to God, and God wants you to be named this, or they're going to choose a partner for you, like that is cult behavior. And people were eating it up. And I'm just like I get it, manipulation kind of like seeps in, but there are telltale signs when it starts becoming a cult. And that's when they start telling you how to behave. They start dictating who you are and what you do. Okay? What about trusting the universe? Is that the same thing instead of getting in your head with worry? Yeah, absolutely. Trust in the universe for sure. I always tell people the universe provides when you decide. Okay? You just have to trust that it's going to happen. Oh, please show the book one more time. Yeah, sure. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. I've got so many things up here because I'm leaving next week to go on my 2 cruises, and I have to make sure that I have all my work stuff with me so I can do my workshop and everything. So here's the book. You can screenshot it. It's linked in my bio. It takes you directly to Amazon. Okay? It's extremely affordable. And you can use this every day for yourself. I wanted to make something for people that, number one, want to take their power back. Number 2, maybe love tarot, but don't want to have to learn how to read tarot. Just makes it easier for everybody. And it's very empowering. So it's like having me, like, a lot of fire under your ass every day. So if you like that kind of thing, then there you go. You're welcome. I am entirely too rebellious for that. Change my name. Oh, I know. It's insane that what people like just go along with. I don't get it. Oh man. And they like, yeah, I don't know. You'll have to watch the documentary. It's called Breath of Fire. It's crazy. And she calls herself, it's Guru something. Guru something. And she says that this other guru gave her, this guy from India gave her that name, but people are like, I don't think he did because he like passed away before she started calling herself that. And I'm just like, weird. Weird. Okay, let's get some oracle. Let's get some more messages. I haven't used these two decks in a while, so we're going to use these. I don't remember. These are all, yeah, direct. Okay, just making sure. Let me shuffle these really well. Yeah, that's the yoga people. Yeah, the Kundalini yoga people. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And she was like, just like making stuff up. And I don't know. She's really good at marketing. You know, really good at like positioning herself as like this higher being. It's kind of like, so that one's the Breath of Fire. There's another one called Mother God. That's another weird cult. It's crazy. Like, watch those and your mind will be blown at how much these people just go along with it. And yeah, I don't know. Anyways, all right, focus on the deck. Let's find out what other messages we have. Stephanie. Also, you guys, put on your calendar. Well, I mean, if you're interested in tarot, put on your calendar 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Thanksgiving Day. Okay, here's why. Because for 1 hour only, it's going to be a free-for-all where you can get 50% off of my self-paced tarot apprenticeship. I'm telling you all here because you all show up consistently. I'm telling you first. It's linked in both of my bios. You can RSVP, God, if I can speak, for the event. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I haven't discounted it this much since I built it. Okay? So yeah, Thanksgiving morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be live. Okay? I will be on here live. And for 1 hour only, you will get 50% off of the Tarot Apprenticeship. And the coupon code is Turkey. So even if you can't make it to the live, 10 a.m., jump on there, use the coupon code, 50% off. Okay? All right. Focus on the deck and let's find out what our message is. I love doing fun things like that. Why not? I want to create more tarot readers, like real tarot readers. All right. What is our message for this weekend? This is the Shamanic Medicine deck. Ooh, it says buried in earth, transference. We're going to find out what that wants to tell us. Buried in earth, transference. Let's see. Submerged in the earth with a tube to breathe through. This rite exposes the participant to the elements around them and the truths hidden within. This rite of passage imbues the recipient with the medicine of the ancestors and removes fears of the unknown and shadow self. It was practiced by many cultures as a direct way to gain wisdom from the ancestors. During the rite, knowledge was passed from the bones of the ancestors with whom the participant was buried. Stop burying your head in the sand. Ignoring problems prevents you from facing reality. Someone from your past offers a helping hand. Journey within to get to the source of a situation. Bury the hatchet. Hidden gifts are unearthed. So it's all about things being buried underneath, right? Sometimes we get buried in something because we need to realize what our own strength is. Okay? It's so funny how these readings will coincide with the waking meditations that I do as I'm getting ready for the day. I was thinking about this morning, and you know that you are healed and aligned when you can express gratitude to people from your past for being as toxic as they were. Because what that signifies is you have used that experience to boost you to the next level. Does that make sense? My heart chakra has opened up so much. I feel this warmth in my chest, and it's been getting bigger and bigger. Oh, I love that. Good for you, Marlo. Oh, I'm sorry, Marlo, I didn't see your question. I'll go ahead and answer it on here. Jamie gave you a great answer, but let me answer it so everybody can hear. Marlo asked, what's the difference between Oracle and Tarot cards? So Oracle cards are like the message is the message, right? It's more of like, here's the message, you can add on to it intuitively. Tarot is very much more intricate. It is a language, right? Because the tarot cards go together. Like you can pull one Oracle card and that's your message, right? Tarot is more like you want to pull more to build the story if you're asking about how something is going to play out. Okay, so tarot is much more intricate. It is a language and it takes a lot of memorization and practice. Oracle, you literally can read from the book. And I love to do that because they give you great readings. So yeah, I hope that answers that. So anyways, what I was saying about, being healed and being aligned is if you can turn around and thank the toxic people in your life. Now, I get some people have gone through extreme trauma. I have too. I get it. So I'm not trying to bypass that. I'm not trying to discount your trauma at all. What I'm saying is when you can turn around and be, in a way, grateful that happened because it pushed you to show yourself how strong you are, how resilient you are, how amazing you are, how to love yourself, how to open opportunities for yourself, that's when you know you're healed and you're aligned, okay? A lot of people struggle with that. Like, how do I know I'm healed? How, is it ever going to heal? How do I know I'm aligned? When you can see things like that in a different light, that's how you know, okay? That's the best deal, unreal. Oh, thank you, Anne. She's talking about the tarot apprenticeship. Totally agree. Only way we can heal is through forgiveness. Done that with my exes. It feels amazing. Good. Yes. I learned so much from past relationships. It's such a toxic relationship. Yeah. I'm so thankful for him because I've learned what I don't want and what to look out for. That is the perfect outlook, Marlo. That resonates for many of us. And even if we can't fix it, we're still grown because of the gratitude. Yes. See, y'all are so smart. I said yesterday, God, even though I don't forgive my ex-husband, he did me dirty. I never regret him or the marriage. Good for you. Hey, that's a wonderful jumping off point. Okay, let's use this one. See, y'all are growing and learning and evolving, and that's what we want. And you're doing it yourselves. So, yeah. That's another reason why I'm like, don't expect somebody to do the healing for you. Don't expect somebody to always tell you what to do. You want to learn how to do these things yourself. That way, whenever you're in a situation, you can handle it. And you're not like waiting on somebody else to handle it for you or to show you what to do, that kind of thing, And we're going to go over that in the Quantum Master Academy, but we're also going to go over that in the tribe, okay? So if you have not been able to get into the Quantum Master Academy, that's okay. Get into the tribe. Because we're going to go on a whole journey together as well, okay? All right, what else do we need to know? Focus on the deck. Okay. Ooh, radical curiosity. Seeing as if for the first time, every time. Ooh, we're going to pull the book on this one too. It's number 2. Interesting. Isn't that cute card? Super cute. Let's grab the book. And also, you guys, when you get Oracle decks, they have different spreads that you can use with the Oracle cards. See, even Oracle cards tell you to use a spread, right? Okay, radical curiosity. Let's see. It's kind of long, but we'll read it. The maiden sees with wonderment the mystery and majesty of nature and enthrall her and inspire the music she creates. Her presence reminds us to resume looking at the ever-changing world with the openness of a child. For the world's beauty and enchantment can be seen at every age, if and when we remember to access our inner magical and childlike perspective. The maiden is alive with the potent energy of raw inspiration. She reminds us of what it feels like to be radically curious about where an idea might lead. She experiences the world as a globe of magical unknowns to be explored. Curiosity runs through her veins as limitless energy. She creates her music from one inspiring idea to the next. She cannot anticipate the outcome of any tune she is exploring how to create, nor does she necessarily have the self-discipline or regard for any elder's caution or advice on what is and what is not possible. The maiden's curiosity is wild and radical. She accepts and understands no limitation, nor does she refrain from venturing into the vast landscape of her imagination. She is without presumption, judgment, anticipation, or in need of validation for her creation. Therefore, she fears no disappointment, rejection, or failure. Naivety frees her to boldly follow what she is inspired to express and immerse herself in the joy of expressing it. The maiden reminds you that you always have the power to change a routine that stifles your ability to see life with the excitement, possibility, and magic of a child. She encourages the reawakening of your innate radical curiosity and openness. May you enjoy a return to your fresh and unique perspective. May you also allow yourself to express what inspires you creatively. Radical curiosity is the maiden's alchemy and yours too. I think that's fantastic because so many people have disallowed themselves from being curious about life and the world, right? And that's what gets you stuck. Because think about like tomorrow, we have the devil. Let's say there is an opportunity for you tomorrow, but instead of like being curious and seeing it as an adventure and jumping on the opportunity, you like suck the wind out of it, okay? Because all the programming that you've had from birth until now has told you these things are not possible. You know, you got to be an adult. You got to grow up. You got to be real. Well, what is real? They are discovering more and more every day that we create our own reality. We create this existence, right? So whatever is real is whatever you want to be real. It just takes a lot of openness, focus, and intention, right? So if you have this opportunity show up on, like I said, maybe Saturday, think about how you are limiting yourself. Think about how you are, like your ego mind is disempowering you. Like you're psyching yourself out and you're cutting yourself short. Okay? So when we have the devil showing up on Saturday, you can turn that reversed. You can step out of that negative energy. You do not have to participate in that heaviness, in that toxicity, in that low vibration. You literally have free will to turn it reverse and step out of it. But you have to take control. Make sense? You don't want to bury your head in the sand, and you don't want to, oppress or suppress the inner child. Okay? Because that child always wants to play, is always curious, is always excited about things, But when you allow reality to put it in a box, then that's when things start really becoming problematic. Okay? Did my train of thought make sense? Let's see. I agree, Heather. She said, also forgiving people who are no longer alive is very important for our growth. Yes, yes, yes. I can see those things in this situation when I stop my mind and feel. Good for you, Gina. She said she's been alive for so long and has forgiven all of those that have hurt her. Good. I spoke to you. Okay. That's good. That's what I want. I feel like we have much in common here in the group the longer I'm here. Yes, we do. We do, Stephanie. That's the thing that you're going to find out as you're growing, as you're evolving, and as you're finding your people. You will realize that our situations are very common. Okay? We just have our own unique spin on them. Okay? So, yeah. Humans are not that complicated, honestly. We aren't. We're all very similar in our way of thinking, our psychology, our way of doing things. And that's why, whenever somebody breaks away, somebody, me, for instance, my life is completely different than what it was before, right? And not everybody is in agreement with that. Not everybody understands it. Why? Because I'm no longer willing to live their same journey, right? I'm willing to live this journey. And the people that are growing and elevating and doing all that, we will come together like we do today and Mondays. We will see how our journeys have been similar, but now we're moving forward and it's going to be similar in that aspect. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we're very pattern-like creatures. Let's see what else. We have to take the mind out of the situation to truly understand what we are feeling in the body. Yeah. Your body speaks volumes. It speaks very loudly. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this weekend? Yeah, and they won't understand you, Marlo. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, focus on the deck. What else do we need to know? There we go. We got deceit in reverse. We keep pulling this up in reverse. Okay. Deceit is telling you that all of these hard times that you keep ruminating over are in the past, right? So let's say on Saturday, since we do have the devil showing up on Saturday, let's say somebody tries to bring that stuff back up. What are you going to do? You're like, nope, I refuse to go back and revisit that. So let's move forward. Okay? You have control over that. You do not have to participate in old patterns. Whenever you have a memory, you're literally putting your body through that experience again. And you're bringing the past right back to the present. So when somebody, you might do that yourself, or it might be another person, like I said, comes back around and they're talking about all this stuff from the past. If you set the boundary and say, I'm not doing that, you stop bringing the past to the present. Okay? Because your body doesn't know the difference. Your brain doesn't know the difference. Because again, you're creating a reality and your body is reacting to it. So just like yesterday, and I do this too, and I catch myself, okay? We all do this. We're human. And I catch myself. So yesterday, I had a weird scenario happen where somebody came to my house. It was like I couldn't see because I was not able to get to the door in time. But this person was in a like colorful van that was parked across the street. They came up, rang my doorbell, and they were like, "Hello," because I had the camera, and I'm like, "That's odd." Like, I'm thinking salesman, but then I saw his van across the street, and he didn't go to any other houses. I'm like, "Why is he coming to my house?" And of course, I didn't answer the door because I just don't do that because shit happens. But then last night, we were on our way to the concert, and I just happened to start thinking about it. And our brain goes down the rabbit hole, right? And I'm thinking, because my youngest son didn't lock the door, and I'm like, what if this guy just walked in, and I'm here in my bedroom, and he comes into my house, like, what am I going to do? And I started playing through the scenario in my mind. I'm like, all I have is this little pair of scissors in my bathroom. I'm like thinking, where would I hide? And my body started reacting. And I was like, Erica, stop it. What are you doing? It's ridiculous. And so, that's when somebody's been through a lot of trauma, you start doing things like that, right? You start preparing for the worst case scenario. But as you're doing that, as you're playing that scene out, your body is going through it, So you have to stop yourself from doing these things, okay? So this behind you, knock it off. Stop allowing the past negativity to come back into the present. Stop creating things that are not real and punishing your body. Okay? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because as I was playing that scenario out in my head, my heart started racing. I could feel, that feeling of adrenaline that goes through your body? I started getting that. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? Stop. And boom, it was gone. Okay? You are always creating realities with your thoughts. So be very mindful. My therapist calls it catastrophizing. She and I discuss that often. Yeah, I'm sure she discusses it with a lot of people because I think a lot of us, especially women, do it. So exactly where you are in your healing journey after divorce. Yeah. It's a crazy place to be. Because your mind will just go crazy if you let it. Hang on, I've got comments here too. Unnecessary worrying. Yep. Oh yeah, I always stop myself. It's just, I have a very, very vivid imagination. And so, yeah, I think about scenarios and then I'm like, oh, snap out of it. Good. I'm glad you snapped yourself out. Good. Good. Yeah, there's no point in doing that. I get it. Playing a scenario out just in case something were to ever happen. Okay, I get it, but do not let yourself stay there. Don't get emotionally attached to it. Whenever I had that incident happen July 4th a few years ago, the officers and the attorney general was like, the district attorney was like, how did you stay so calm? And I'm like, I don't know. But in reality, I had practiced scenarios like that in my head before. What would I do if this and this and this happened? And it helped me to react, and help to save a life. But, yeah, it was not fun, But those scenarios I didn't get emotionally attached to. This one that was happening last night, I started getting emotionally attached to, and I could feel it in my body, and I had to stop it, right? So it's good to have a plan if something were to happen, but it's not good to play out the scenario in your head to where you're putting your body through stress. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yes, thinking releases cortisol within the body that can lead to inflammation and other stress responses. Yeah, and I was literally feeling it. It's that weird feeling, kind of like almost whenever you take your first drink of alcohol, you feel it go through your body. That's what that cortisol and adrenaline feels like. And I was like, oh, snap out and done. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? Focus on the deck. But I tell you all these stories because, I want you to understand that, you're going to still experience these things, even though you're growing and you're elevating and you're evolving, you're still going to experience these things because you are still human. You still live in this world. You're still getting this programming all of the time being thrown at you. It's just how you choose to deal with it is what makes the difference, okay? Like, I recognized that I was doing that to myself. My mind had just taken off and I was not being mindful. I started feeling it in my body and I cut it off, okay? That's how you handle those situations. Be aware. And if you know that your mind goes off, if you know you're a daydreamer, then you really have to be aware, okay? All right, we got Golden Palace in reverse. This is a common card as well, okay? So let's read this one. Yes, we are still lifing. I like that. Excuse me. 23. Whoops. Okay, when the Golden Palace is in reverse, let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly. There will be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. 100% true. If you are dealing with a scenario today, let's say you're wanting to go buy a new car and you know that you need a new vehicle and you know what they cost, right? So you're like, you know what? I know this is going to benefit me. I need to do this because maybe my car's not doing well, whatever. And you're like, yeah, I can do that. Well, then you start worrying about, well, what if this happens down the road? What if this happens down the road? And your mind starts going down that rabbit hole of, what if I can't afford it in the future? What if? And this is telling you, stop doing that because you will manifest not being able to afford that in the future, right? You know that once you decide, the universe provides. So be careful what you are deciding. Make sense? A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides because the flow always returns from the ebb. Chop wood, carry water, as the Chinese proverb says. Practice faith and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you'll find it in plain sight. Okay? The resources will always show up whenever you decide and you have that knowing. I don't even like to say faith because I feel like sometimes faith has some wiggle room for doubt. When you have a knowing, you know it's going to happen. And there's no other way. Like it's going to be that or something better. Okay? That's how I live my life. That's how I've started manifesting and doubling my income every year. That's how I'm doing all these things because I just know it's going to happen. Like I know that the universe has me here for a reason. And as long as I am following through with my chosen destiny, if I'm doing these things for the highest good, then I know I'll be provided for. Like I don't allow myself to worry about that stuff. Okay? So if you're in a scenario that you feel like you're doing something that is for your highest good, for your evolution, for your ascension, all of that, then you don't need to worry because the universe will always provide for you. It's the only time you need to worry is whenever you're going back into that lack mindset. Okay? Whenever you're falling back into those old traps of what if? Okay? So you can't expect your future to be the same as your present. Because what you're doing is if you expect your future to be the same as your present. So let's say you feel like you're in lack right now, you're struggling right now. You're assuming that that's going to happen or something worse. You have just slammed shut, nailed all those doors of opportunity closed. Okay? Stop worrying about the future. You don't need to worry about anything. Take that out of your vocabulary. Okay? Like people say, well, I'll worry about that later. No, you're setting yourself up to worry about something later. Say, I will focus on that later. I will handle that later. Okay? If you look at your present. You say, okay, here's where I am presently. And I know that there's so many opportunities that are yet to come. And so I'm going to open myself up to those. I'm going to focus on the present and do what I know is right for me through my highest good, all of that. And the opportunities will just show up. And if there's an obstacle that arises, I will handle that then. Not worry about it. I will handle that then. Got it? Once you decide the universe provides, I'm going to write that down so I can ingrain that into my Libra mind. Yeah, Monty told me I should put that on a t-shirt, and yeah, that's what I needed to hear. That or something better. Yep, you got to trust the process. That's the thing. It's like people make decisions based on their past instead of based on their future. Okay? So if you're making a decision about something important today and you're basing it on things that have happened in the past, then you're making the wrong decision. If you're making a decision about, a decision today about where you want to be in the future, then you're making the right decision. Write that shit down. Because we're dropping some bombs here, okay? Figuratively. Don't flag me. If you are basing a decision today on your past, you're making the wrong decision. If you're basing your decision today on where you want to be in your future, you're making the right decision. Got it? Second page of notes. Wow. You're very welcome. Whoops, hang on. Did you find out what it was? Wait. Oh, the person that stopped by my house? No, I have no idea who they were or anything. Well, then I'm making the right decision. Good. All right. What else do we need to know? I don't remember if I knocked on this, so let's make sure. All right, focus on the deck. Let's see what else we need to know about this weekend. Butterfly Garden. Look at that. Number 48. Okay. And I'll read it to you. These cards are so pretty. All right, curiosity. We have another card about curiosity, okay? Curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we would just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. I love that because just like this card of radical curiosity that we got, it's telling you to be curious. Why is this happening? Why did this opportunity present itself? Why did this situation leave? Like, ask yourself, like, why is this happening? And allow that information to come in. Unjudgmental. Okay? Do you understand how that works? When you ask a question, you have to clear the mind. Don't try to analyze it yourself. Don't try to make things up. Just say, why is the universe showing me this? Why is this happening? What is this teaching me? And allow the messages to come in. You can do it, okay? And that's going to guide you. Let's see. Because I stopped to pay attention. I saw a bald eagle again this morning. Holy cow, Heather. That's crazy. Like, do you know what the bald eagle's telling you? Do you understand how powerful that is? What is it that you've had on your mind lately, Heather, that you've been questioning? Tell me in the comments, because I want to know. Because that bald eagle is telling you a strong message, sister. Let me get a drink. Today feels super heavy. You can make it light. Release all that heaviness. Realize it's not yours. And allow yourself to move forward. Let's do Woodland Wardens. Whoops. Oh, okay. I have to be able to shuffle first, right? Okay, focus on the deck. Oh, hang on, Lisa. If I can get this to unblock. I've had healing my family on my mind. Oh, okay. It's telling you that you have the ability to rise above this, because the eagle is about rising above, and it's about like laser focus. It's about wisdom, being able to see things from a higher perspective. Okay. And then going down and snatching the opportunity that is right for you. Right. So it's like knowing exactly what you need to do in order to help heal your family. So yeah, that's pretty strong. You had a female cardinal. Ooh, I love it. Owls have been showing up one way or another for about a week. And I saw one outside my window, and there was a nest hidden in the trees. Oh, wow. Owls are very wise. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this weekend? Focus on the deck. And think about bald eagles too. You know, they're rare, right? And so it would be like this is a rare opportunity. It's like you know exactly what you're meant to do. And it's like swoop down and grab that opportunity. Does that make sense? We have the frog and the lotus, metamorphosis. It is number 6. Ooh. So think about the lotus. What happens to the lotus? The lotus grows through the mud and the muck and comes up to the surface of the water, and then it blooms. Same thing. That's why it represents our crown chakra. Okay? Hang on, I gotta verify myself. But that's why the lotus represents our crown chakra, because it goes up through the mud and the muck and we bloom, we blossom. Okay? So I'll read this to you. And think about the frog. You know, the frog goes from a tadpole who can only be in water to the frog who can be on land and water, right? I almost opened to the right page. Okay. Consider what in your life needs changing and think about the steps you can take to achieve that change. You owe it to yourself to allow your own growth and rebirth. How freaking cool is that? Okay? We're coming up into a new year, a new vibration. And so you want to ask yourself, how much have I grown this year? How much do I want to grow next year? Like, what is my plan for next year? Okay? Don't wait. Don't put it off. Don't be like, oh, well, it's the holidays. I don't have time to. Yes, you do. You have time to focus on yourself. Okay? What is it that you need to do to set yourself up for success next year? It can be with your career. It could be with your health. It could be with your relationships. It could be with your spirituality. Whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking, observe all of those areas in your life. Find out where you're lacking and where you want to improve upon, and set yourself up for success for 2025. Because again, that's a 9-year, okay? A 9-year is things coming to fruition, things coming to a head or coming to an end through higher wisdom, through the humanitarian energy. So it's like things are going to happen that need to happen for you, okay? And you can also pair that with your personal year as well. If you don't know how to do your personal year number, you take your birth month, your birth day, and then you add the current year. So it'd be 2025. So like for me, my birthday is August 10th. So it's 8 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5, right? I go with the flow of the collective year because I'm a life path 1 and my personal year and all that stuff, it all goes together. Let's say though, if my birthday had a master number in it. So let's say my birthday was the 11th. So it'd be 8 plus 11 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5. Then you get the total. If the total is not a master number, you add those two numbers together until you get a single digit. If it is a master number, which is 11, 22, or 33, then you keep it as such, okay? Little crash course in numerology. Let's see. Let's do this one. It's already 10:36. Woo, that went by fast. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Hello. 9 plus 1 plus 3. I thought we had gotten the frog and the lotus recently as well, so thank you for that confirmation. Okay. What else do we need to know this weekend? We'll get the money deck next and find out what our money message is next weekend. I mean, for this weekend next. What else do we need to know this weekend? Focus on the deck. Marlo, yours would be 1 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 8. Separate them all out. And then you'll come to a total that's going to be 2 digits. Then you add those 2 digits together until you get 1 digit. And that's going to be your personal year number. You're looking at your life path number right now, Marlo, though. So if you want to do 1 plus 1 plus 6. And then you can do plus 9. Because next year is a 9 number. That'll be easier. So 1 plus 1 plus 6 plus 9. That'll be your personal year number. Okay. God, these cards are so slippery. It says, take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journeys. Rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. That's what I was saying. Prepare for 2025. Okay, start now. Do not wait until January to start planning out your 2025 on what you want to experience. Because if you don't want to be in the same place next year that you are this year, then we got to stop making decisions based on the past. Remember, we want to make decisions on where you want to be next year, because that's going to be the right decisions, right? If you're making decisions based on your past, well, it didn't work out in the past, this and this happened in the past, then you're going to repeat the cycle, okay? What's it say? You can't create, what's that saying? You can't create solutions to problems with your old mindset. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It never works. I can't think of the phrase right now, or the quote. You got 22. Okay, that's a year of really focusing on your building blocks. No wonder, Heather, that you're seeing the bald eagle. Because, yeah, master number 22 is the master builder. It is setting the foundation and building the life that you want. So making those decisions on where you want to be in the future. I like that. And it's not that it's going to be easy, though, because it's going to take effort and commitment to do that. Because when it's a master number, you guys, it doesn't mean that you're better, doesn't mean that you're more evolved. It means that you're going to have to go through more effort, more awareness, more this and this and that, depending on which master number you get. We have a new moon in Capricorn on December 30th. Definitely a time for manifesting goals for 2025. Ooh, I like that too. Okay. And you're moving. Oh, goodness. There you go. All right, focus on the deck. This is our money message for the weekend. Let's find out, what is our money message for this weekend? We have control. Okay, there's 3 ways to resonate. I'm going to read all 3. See which one resonates with you. Number 1, try to be a little more flexible and allow the universe to work its magic. Yeah, stop expecting lack. Let things play out as they need to. Let the universe work a miracle for you. Number 2, don't lose out on opportunities because it didn't come in the form you wanted it to. I mean, the cards freaking know. You can't make this stuff up. They're all talking to each other, and then they're all talking to you. Okay? Number 3, sometimes blessings come in disguise. Stay open-minded to see the potential. And when we have the devil tomorrow, that's the psyche telling you, oh no, it's not going to work out. You can't do that. Look at the past. Look at what's happened in the past. Like, it's never worked out for you. Like, what are you doing? You know, all those negative thoughts that go through your head to psych you out of you making decisions, because the ego, which is the devil, doesn't want you to change, doesn't want to lose its grip on you. But if you start making decisions towards your future, then you break those chains. Got it? I like that too, Marlo. Your palms have been so itchy. Ooh. If your left palm itches, that means you're going to receive money. If your right palm itches, you're going to be paying for something. It could be positive or negative. Who knows, right? Let's see. Let's do the spirit of the animal, and then we'll do the rebel deck. Remember, next week, next Monday, I will be doing a reading for the whole week, because I will be gone for 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks in December, I will not be here. Okay? I'm going to miss you all terribly, but don't forget to come back the 3rd week of December, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, like we usually do. Okay? I will post weekly readings for those weeks on YouTube. Okay, so make sure you're following me on YouTube so you get a notification of when they are posted. Okay, I'm going to do them ahead of time and schedule them to post, so y'all will have readings for both weeks. Okay? All right, focus on the deck. And ask it, what is our message for this weekend? And also put on for Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's when I'm doing the 50% off sale on the Self-Paced Tarot Apprenticeship for 1 hour only. That's a huge freaking sale. All right. What is our message for this weekend? Ah, look at that. We got the ladybug. Good luck. It says, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. I told you. You cannot make this up, right? Number 3, or the next one, feel good about being a loving and colorful you. Number 3, you bless the world with color and good luck. You know, come on, right? You're here for a reason. You have just enough, or just as much right to be yourself as anybody else. You have just as much right to take up space. You have just as much right to experience the things that you want to in life. You have just as much right to be abundant, to be healthy, to be in love, whatever it is that you want. Okay? This is telling you that luck is on your side. I don't believe in luck. I believe in alignment, right? Because when you're aligned to certain things, then that's what brings it in, right? So this is telling you that you have just as much right to experience all of these things. Stop worrying. Stop believing more in the devil than you do in your higher self. Okay? Stop believing more in your ego mind than your higher self mind. Okay? Got it? I get ladybugs in my house all the time. One was on my ceiling when I laid in bed one night. Ooh, nice. I love ladybugs. One time, my ex-husband, this was, I don't know how many years ago, we weren't together, but he had those Japanese beetles that look like ladybugs, but they're orange. He had those all in his house, and he's all like telling the boys that he's got all these ladybugs in the house, and come to find out, no, they were beetles infesting his house. I was like, that's your karma, dude. But anyway, that's so funny. I picked up a heads up penny this morning. Oh, and you said, see a penny, pick it up. All day long, you'll have good luck. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, your palms, like your sides of your body are masculine and feminine. Your right side is masculine, your left side is feminine. So if your palm is itching on your right side, it means you're giving money. If it's itching on your left side, you're receiving money. So yeah. Hang on. Oh, your mom used to call you her little ladybug. Aw. I used to collect ladybug items, but now I collect peacock items. Ooh. Ladybugs are one of my messengers. That's how they feel to me. Oh yeah. Feeling fairy in a good way. Yep. Love it. All right. This is the Rebel deck. If you get offended easily, it's time to scroll away. This deck has an attitude and colorful language, and it's awesome. It will call you out, like directly. Okay? So here we go. What is our message for this weekend? Focus on the deck and ask it, what is our message for this weekend? Oh, they broke your heart. Fuck them. Oh, look, this one says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. I think these two go together, which is why I was like drawn to look down. So we're going to take these two. They broke your heart. Fuck them. Like, let it go. Okay? Give them gratitude for pushing you to a place you wouldn't have pushed yourself if that hadn't have happened. Okay? Find a way to express gratitude for getting a light lit or a fire lit under your ass. All right? And then here, get out of your own head, get into your heart. It misses you. Okay? It's telling you a lot about getting out of your head and stop doubting yourself. Stop psyching yourself out. Stop making decisions based on your past. Make decisions based on where you want to be in your future. That is the only way you're going to move. You have to do it afraid. Okay? Because you can't predict what's going to happen in the future, but you have a knowing that things are going to be better in the future because that's the only way you're accepting life. That's what works for me. So it works for everybody that knows how to manifest. The way that they want to. You're always manifesting. But do you understand what I'm saying? How usual. Boom. All right, my loves. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you missed the beginning of the reading, don't worry. I always put it up on YouTube so you can rewatch it and get the messages because this was very interesting. And I love it because remember, your fairy blessing is about your personal power. And that devil tomorrow is going to play with that. It's going to test you on your personal power. You have the decision. You have the right. You have the ability to take that power back. All right? Thank you. Thank you. All of them been calling me out. Funny. Okay. So yeah, make sure you put on your calendar, Thanksgiving morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 1 hour only, the self-paced tarot apprenticeship will be on a 50% sale, right? It has never been this low since I started creating it, okay? You do not want to miss that. It's only going to be available for 1 hour, and the coupon code is going to be turkey. I will be on live for 1 hour letting everybody know. It's going to be a free for all. So you want to take advantage. So yeah, the coupon code is going to be turkey. It is not active right now, so don't go try it. It will not be active until Thursday morning, Thanksgiving Day morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time until 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Capiche? All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. If you need anything else, the link is in my bio. If you want to join us next year in 2025 in the intense mentorship where I share with you and show you everything that I did to become successful through these divination practices and how to set up your business, then go apply for the Quantum Master Academy, okay? And I will get back to you as soon as possible, all right? See you Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and yeah, love y'all.